YouTube! Like, share, subscribe, let's ride. Y'all already know how we get down, man. We here once again with my partner them. You did what I'm saying? Hey, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It's free. Stop playing with me. Smash that like button and share the video and also comment. Y'all already know how we do, man. So without further ado, let's get it.
Welcome to Hood War Stories. In this episode, I'll be discussing the life of Gumby. Reggie Gumby Cole was still in grade school when he moved with his mother and siblings from Louisiana to Los Angeles. They shared a 2-bedroom apartment in the Death Valley section of South Central, a dangerous strip in South Central that has the highest homicide rate in the county. As a child, he idolized his older brother, who's from the Nine Deuce Hoovers, the local gang that had their neighborhood in a chokehold. Reggie's older brother would protect him from the neighborhood bullies. Growing up, Reggie was described as a class clown, an animal lover, and a good friend. His older brother was a few blocks from home one night when he was shot to death at the age of 15. Reggie was 10 years old. When his older brother died, Reggie inherited his friends and his enemies. He also took on his brother's gang name, Gumby. He dropped out of manual arts high and spent the next few years floating, partying, and selling drugs.
I ain't gonna flex, man. This sounds like a lot of people's story. You feel me? Whether you from Cali, Texas, Georgia, wherever. You feel me? A lot of these people, man, they be good people, man. They be good folks, right? Real genuine hearted, good folks, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, something happened to somebody they love for real. Next thing you know, their heart it just turned cold. It just turned cold. And it sound like that's where it's going right now. Like, we finna keep going, but you know what I mean? It sound like where it's going right now, for real.
By 1994, he was selling crack at the motels along Figueroa, with a pistol tucked in his jeans. He occasionally bumped into his friend Obie Anthony, a fellow Nine Deuce member who also sold drugs down there. Up to this point, Gumby had never been in serious trouble, but that all changed after the night of March 27th, 1994. Felipe Angeles had gone out for beers with his two friends Victor and Luis when he asked to stop at Johnny's house to see a woman named Melinda. Johnny's house was a brothel that was located on 49th and Figueroa Street, ran by John Jones. This pimp/ex-felon ran an efficient operation. He managed to schedule up over 20 working women, firing those who would later cause trouble.
Oh, that nigga had them hoes. That nigga had them hoes. Nigga had 20 of them. Shit, that nigga had them hoes. And I heard about Figueroa too. Am I saying it right? Figueroa? Figueroa? How you say that motherfucker? You know what I mean? I know I'm learning this shit, man. Cali stories, bro. Appreciate my subscribers for putting me down on these stories, man. Y'all culture is very exciting. It's very interesting. I'm learning every day on this motherfucker. But yeah, man, I heard that they got the hoe, alright?
And provided amenities like condoms and packs of cigarettes to his customers. Felipe was 29 years old at the time and had recently came to LA from Mexico, where he had a wife and 4 kids, and found work at a factory attaching cloth covering to stereo speakers. So that night, Felipe was looking to have a little fun. He walked up to the locked door and asked to see Melinda. The man standing guard said that she was busy and to come back tomorrow. As Felipe returned to the car where his friends were, 3 men accosted him. About 10 seconds later, 5 to 7, 8 gunshots rang out.
So you telling me bro was trying to go give some poon. He was trying to give some poon now. Couldn't get with the shorty he wanted to get with. Went back to the Kenai. Somebody popped it off on him. You feel me? Let's figure out why.
By the time detectives arrived, Felipe's body was cold dead in the street face down. He had been shot once in the back. His 2 friends were at the hospital being treated for their injuries. Victor was struck in the chest and ankle, and Luis was shot in his legs. Both survived. Their blue Mazda was shot at least once, and a bullet had shattered the windshield of a car parked on the street. At first, detectives had little to go on, but weeks later, a tip led them to Gumby and Obie. The 2 were in jail when they learned they had been charged with murdering Felipe. At trial, they insisted they were innocent, and their defense attorney argued that they were home hungover after drinking heavily the night before. No physical evidence connected the pair to the crime. The prosecution's case relied almost entirely on eyewitnesses who identified them as the shooters. John was a star witness who said he was sure that they were the men he saw. The verdict came back guilty on all counts. Gumby and Obie were given life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Life in prison? God damn! Shit! I mean, come on. Listen to me now. I understand that they're guilty for killing somebody. I get that. 20 years, 25 years, maybe 30, 35 years, but life in prison for that shit, dog? Come on.
When Gumby first got to prison, he made an effort to be a model inmate. He made his bed every morning and was always prompt for count. Calipatria was often described as a money prison. It was swarmed with unchecked violence, and drugs were rampant. Eddie Clark, also known as
the Booty Warrior! The Hoover Booty Warrior! I remember that nigga face anywhere. Oh, hell no, the Hoover Booty Warrior, man. Stay clear away from that nigga there. Hell no.
Was a shot caller among the black inmates at the prison. He was also a respected elder in Gumby's old gang and neighborhood. 2 years after he entered prison, Devil fell in love with a correctional officer at that prison. When she quit her job, she would visit Devil and supplied him with PCP-laced cigarettes that he sold to other inmates. Devil also manufactured vast amounts of an alcoholic brew he mixed up while working in the kitchen. As Devil's substance abuse worsened, he became excessively violent and sexual with other inmates, taking dudes' manhoods left and right.
The Booty
Warrior.
Warrior
was taking dudes down by fear due to his sheer size. The Hoovers tried to stage an intervention because he was completely out of control. On the morning of November 28th, 2000, Gumby had already known revenge could be on its way. He had refused an order from Devil to take the fall for a higher-ranking inmate.
Oh, he the partner that goddamn did it to him. Gumby, that's this the dude right here that did it, if I remember correctly. Because I remember the last show I watched, right? Devil, he wanted bruh basically to take the blame for something that he did or something that somebody else did, whatever. Gumby, I guess, yeah, this is it right here.
Who was caught with a knife. So that morning, the Devil approached Gumby in the yard and poked him with a flat, which is a piece of stainless steel sharpened to a point, and whispered to Gumby, "Nigga, you my bitch now."
Yeah.
Gumby went off to nurse his wounds. The guards didn't notice the attack, and it was common for inmates to withhold details of a Devil attack. Another one of Devil's victims had told guards that he was stung by a bee. Gumby knew Devil would come after him again. Gumby then dug up a knife from the yard that he fashioned previously and hid it in his pants. Minutes later, Gumby did a full sprint across the yard and leaped over a guard and dug the knife into Devil's neck. Devil died on the spot, and blood was scattered.
Just like I said in the last video, brother, that nigga had to go. That nigga had to go. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is. That nigga had to go. He was just out of bounds. Just taking booty left and right. And he a shot caller. And a nigga big as hell. His ass is named Devil. You feel me? Devil got shanked up by a nigga named Gumby. The nigga had to go.
For the second time, Gumby was charged with murder. This time, he was subject to the death penalty because of the 1995 conviction. It drew the interest of the California Innocent Project, which reviews inmates' claims of wrongful convictions. The California Innocent Project filed a corpus petition to have Gumby's murder conviction thrown out. The group argued that John, who had a previous conviction for manslaughter and was a police informant, fabricated most of his testimony. After 16 years in prison and 10 years in solitary confinement, Gumby was free.
And finally free after serving 16 years for a crime he didn't commit. This is Reggie Cole. He actually walked out of a California prison over the weekend, thanking the California Innocence Project and law school students who worked diligently on his case. Attorneys were able to successfully argue that Cole's 1994 murder conviction was based on evidence that was simply fabricated.
It takes, again, a very special, strong kind of person to make it through 16 years of incarceration and keep fighting for their freedom.
The only way I can think to repay them is to go out in society and prove that I've spent these last 16 years preparing myself to be free.
Cole's life sentence was actually thrown out last July, but he still had to finish a manslaughter sentence for killing a fellow inmate. He now says he wants to get his GED and study the law.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is my first day of freedom. I feel good, and I'm saying, damn, I look good. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, boy, it feels good to be free. Thank everybody at the Innocence Project. Thank God. Thank my mom, my family for being so supportive.
My lawyer, Chris Fleur, don't forget him.
I thought you were part of the my attorney, Mr. Christopher Fleur.
There we go.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you very much. I'm out.
In 2011, Obi was released from prison after another judge concluded that John, the pimp, not only lied, but was given a lighter sentence on pimping and pandering charges in exchange for his testimony. Obi was ultimately awarded an $8.3 million settlement. In March of 2015, Gumby was arrested on assault with a deadly weapon and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Police accused him of shooting a fellow gang member in the leg 3 years earlier after he refused to sell them crack. Gumby went to trial and was ultimately found innocent. In 2017, Gumby was awarded a $5.2 million settlement from the city of Los Angeles. These days, Gumby is living comfortably and still goes back to his hood and hangs with his gang.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
I'd like to thank you guys for watching.
Yeah. I want to meet this nigga one day. Far as I'm concerned, that nigga a hero. Far as I'm concerned, this motherfucker, hey, bruh, a hero. And he got paid at the end, and he dodged the charges. Bruh, a hero in my book. He killed the booty warrior. I gotta meet bro one day. That's what's happening though. Hey. Good story again, gang. Thank you to my partner them. You feel me? My subscribers for sending me another good 5-banger video. This right here was crazy. This was up. Hey, now, because I saw the other video of the booty warrior, a.k.a. Devil. I saw his story. Now, me seeing bruh's story, I'm able to connect certain things together, and it all makes sense now. You feel me? I was able to get the full story of this motherfucker. And it's crazy. Bruh had to get out. That's the true definition of get it how you live right there, bruh. This dude lived the true definition of get how you live. Yeah, he had to get stuck one time. You feel me? But he came back after he got held up. You feel me? Got revenge like a motherfucker. And at the end of the day, ended up fucking. Because if you remember in the last video, the devil, he was goddamn on like a 20, 22, 23 year spree of taking booty. So he ended a life spree of this nigga devil, aka the Hoover booty warrior taking booty. You feel me? Shit. Hero in my book. Yeah. All day, every day. Hey man, y'all already know what it is, man. Make sure you smash that like button, share the video, comment below, and all that good shit. You dig what I'm saying? Thank you all to my partner and them that be subscribing and has already subscribed. Thank you for joining the most latest family on YouTube. Y'all already know how we do, man. It's your boy Tony Rax, Rax Media. Get your racks up. Let's get it.